Today's topic of lecture is lintels, and we'll cover the introduction to lintels and classification of lintels in this lecture. First of all, let us discuss what are lintels. A lintel is a beam which is placed across the opening like door and windows, and its main function is to support the masonry wall above the opening and transfer the load of this masonry above opening to the sides of the opening. It acts like a beam to transfer this load to the foundation. A bearing of 15 cm must be provided at both ends, which must be embedded in the wall. The width of the lintel beam should be kept equal to width of the wall on which this lintel is to be placed. This is the picture of a lintel. This is a wooden lintel which is placed on wooden jambs, and this is opening for a door. As you can see in this picture, these are the jambs, and a wooden lintel is provided monolithically with the jambs. This is another diagram which is showing the bearings. In the last slides we have discussed that bearing should be kept nearly 150 mm. So here it is shown that this is a steel lintel which is placed on this opening. This is structural opening with clear span. So it is embedded in the masonry up to length of 150 mm. So we have to ensure that lintel should be level along its length and lintel should not be damaged. Now this bearing or the amount of embedment in the masonry should be minimum of following three. This is another criterion. Minimum of these three: 10 cm or height of lintel beam, or 1/10 to 1/12 of the span of the lintel. This is another diagram showing the bearing of lintel. This is an RC lintel which has a bearing inside the masonry. Next topic is classification of lintels. Lintels are classified according to the materials of their construction, and we have timber lintel, stone lintel, brick lintel, reinforced brick lintel, steel lintel, and reinforced cement concrete lintel depending on the materials. Let us discuss the first type of lintel, which is timber lintel. It is relatively costlier as compared to other kind of lintels, because sometimes such log of wood which is strong and has the required length and depth is not easily available. It is structurally weak as compared to RC lintels and steel lintels, and it is susceptible to fire also. It is used in hilly areas and it decays easily in the presence of moisture and temperature, so proper ventilation is required for its maintenance. The minimum depth of this lintel should be 10 cm. When we want to use this lintel for longer spans, it should be designed as a simply supported beam. So this is the diagram of a wooden lintel which is embedded in the masonry. This is another diagram showing a wooden lintel covering door as well as window opening. Next is stone lintels. So they are used where stones are easily available, and it consists of a simple stone slab with the appreciable thickness. So this picture shows the stone lintel provided above a window opening here. This is the stone lintel. The depth of this type of lintel is kept equal to 10 cm per meter of the span of lintel, and the minimum value can be kept as 15 cm. They are used up to span of 2 meter, maximum span 2 meter. And if the structure is subjected to vibratory loads, cracks may appear in such kind of lintels, hence caution is required. This is a very good picture of stone lintel. They look massive and they give very pleasing appearance. This stone lintel is embedded in stone masonry structure. Next is brick lintels. The bricks which should be used for making brick lintel, they should be first class bricks, they should be hard and well bond, and these type of lintels are used when size of opening is less than 1 meter, span of opening, clear span, and lesser loads are acting when we compare the lintels with RC or steel lintel. And the depth varies from 10 centimeter to 20 centimeter. Larger depth is required for a longer span. And most of the time we use bricks with frog because they are more suitable than normal bricks without frogs, because when we fill the frogs with mortar they give more shear resistance. So this is a brick lintel. Then we have reinforced brick lintel. These are used when loads are heavy and span is more than 1 meter. The depth of reinforced brick lintel is 10 centimeter or 15 centimeter, and beyond 15 centimeter we keep a multiple of 10 centimeter, like 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter, etc. And to fill the gaps between the bricks we use 1:3 ratio cement mortar. These lintels are reinforced with mild steel bars, and they are very common because of their durability, strength, and fire resisting properties. And we use vertical stirrups of 6 mm dia. They are provided at every third vertical joint. So these are the vertical strips, and main reinforcement is provided at the bottom. This is main reinforcement, as you can see here. It consists of 8 to 10 mm dia bars which are cranked up at the ends. I will show you in this diagram what is cranking up. So this is the bottom or main reinforcement, longitudinal reinforcement, and the bars are cranked up at the ends like this. So we bend the bar and take them towards the top of the lintel. This is the cross section. As you can see, this is one brick and another brick, and stirrups are also provided. You can see these vertical stirrups are provided. So this gap between the bricks is filled with 1:3 ratio cement mortar. In 1:3 ratio cement mortar, 1 is cement and 3 part is sand. Next is steel lintel. Steel lintels are provided at large openings and where superimposed loads are very heavy, and it consists of rolled steel joist. As you can see in this diagram, one rolled steel joist is provided which is embedded in brick masonry. It can be used singly or it can be used in combination of 2-3 units. Sometimes 2 channel sections are also used, and sometimes 2 I section are also used. When we use them singly, the steel joist can be embedded in concrete or they can be cladded with stone facing to keep the width same as the width of the wall. It is done here also in this diagram. And when more than 1 units are placed side by side, they are kept in position by tube separator. It can be shown in next slide. So this is the elevation of rolled steel joist lintel. This is a rolled steel joist lintel used in brick masonry. And when we use a single I section rolled steel joist, we can embed this in concrete, and this will make a very strong lintel. And sometimes we can provide a stone lintel on the both side of it as facing stone, and here mortar is placed. So in case we are using multiple units of rolled steel joists, they can be separated and can be kept in place with the help of pipe separator, as shown in this diagram. Next is reinforced cement concrete lintel, RCC lintel. Lintel made with reinforced concrete are widely used in any case of span, for any size of span, for any kind of opening, for doors, windows, because they are very strong. They have high rigidity, they have more fire resistance, they are economical in long run, and their construction is also very easy. And they are suitable for heavier, lighter load, all kind of load, and any kind of span. The width is kept equal to the width of wall, and depth depends on the length of span, and magnitude of loading. Main reinforcement is provided at the bottom and half of these bars are cranked up at the end, and shear stirrups are also provided to resist transverse shear as shown in the diagram on the next slide. And for the smaller spans we may use precast concrete lintels. So this is the diagram which is showing in situ construction of RCC lintel. So this steel bars are kept in place, and then this will be filled with, the formwork will be filled with mortar concretes. So next is reinforced cement concrete mortar. This is the diagram, and we can see this is the main reinforcement which is provided at the bottom because all the lintels, they behave like beam, so their main reinforcement will remain in tension zone and the reinforcement will be provided at the bottom. And as we discussed in last slide, the 50% of the bar will be cranked up and taken to the top of the lintel, and these vertical bars are the stirrups which are provided at some suitable interval, say 200 mm. So this is the cross section. In cross section we can see there are 3 bars at the bottom. This is an example of RCC lintel, and 2 bars at the top, and the width of the lintel is equal to width of the wall. So that's all with the lintels and the types of lintels. Thank you for listening.